I love it when the mic goes on.
Girl,
Unpopular
remind me to
opinion.
tell you.
No, it is. More neutral. Yeah,
That's science, babe.
That's what's diabolical.
That is what's diabolical.
Welcome. All right, welcome. Oh, no. Okay, it's okay. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
How are you?
You know, I'm doing okay.
You've been better?
I've been better. I'm sad that episode 6 has still led to more growing pains, but we're still at the cottage, so that is a plus side.
Yeah, I can see. As you can see, it's a different layout.
A different layout and more behind the scenes footage that you guys thankfully are not privy to.
Yeah, but we look still amazing.
Yes. And that's what counts in David
Yeah.
land. Welcome back to another episode of Remind Me to Tell You, our M2 to you.
I'm David.
I'm Jess.
All right, guys, let's get right into it. We're going to bring it back to Bravo. This episode is going to be back on track. We're going to start with the Ultimate Girl Trip, the 20-year anniversary. It was super cute. Started last week. And then we're going to go to the Valley. And then House of Stassi dropped a couple more episodes. So we're going to recap or just give our hot takes on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that, Jess?
I feel great about that. I'm happy that we're bringing it back to Bravo, but I did really enjoy our last episode.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually into the idea of just like going off
Off the
deep
rails,
end.
you know, especially
I need
when it
to
come-
I need
Yeah.
to watch Off Campus.
you do need to watch Hot Campus.
Yeah. What's it on? What platform?
Prime.
Oh. Have they been nominated for anything, or is
I
that?
don't know. That's your job. You're supposed to tell me.
How many?
You're supposed to tell me.
Are they on season 1?
They just finished season 1, but there is a season 2. But again, like Heated Rivalry, it's based off of a series of different books where like now season 2 is going to focus more on another couple. And the guy from this second couple, you are going to be obsessed with. He is gorge.
Okay.
Really up your alley.
Know that it can take some seasons to actually get nominated. Like Schitt's Creek, season 6, they got nominated. And speaking of which, Emily, what's her name? The girl at Schitt's Creek. I don't know why I'm blanking. Stevie, yeah, she's on. She's confirmed for Heated Rivalry season 2. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it just came out. Priyanka, this drag queen from Toronto, I know is also on it. And there's a few other people, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think they're trying to like keep it Canadian.
Is her name Emily Hampshire?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
She went to Queen of Angels, and actually,
What?
Yeah,
She
her
went to
dad.
Queen-
Her dad was my dentist.
Shut up.
Yes,
When did she graduate?
before me. She's older than me, probably at least. I don't know. I don't want to say maybe like 3 to 5 years older than me. So I don't think we were there at the same time. But I know because Dr. Hampshire was like, yeah, my daughter went to Queen of Angels also. She's an actress, whatever. And then I realized after, like, we made the connection, like, oh shit, it's Stevie. Like, wow, Dr. Hampshire, you killed
Wow,
it.
so she's a Montrealie.
Yes, a West Islandy.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I know Stevie's name because even though I haven't watched Schitt's Creek, I know so bad. But anyways, it's on my to-do list. But
Wait, what? What to-do list?
To watch Schitt's Creek.
What? Oh, I thought you watched it by now. You haven't watched any of it?
I watched some of it, but not like all of it. Anyways, whatever.
Okay.
I digress. But I've had people tell me that I remind them of Stevie before. Do you feel that?
I mean, I get why. Yeah. Not look-wise, but definitely personality-wise, you guys are a little bit, like, off.
Off? What? I don't feel like when I was told it was in an insulting way, and now
it's
it feels
like,
different.
Like in such a cute, quirky way, like socially awkward and just
Am I socially awkward?
effortlessly funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, can we get back onto the Bravo
Let's
world?
get back on track, yes. Before we get into our recaps, we're starting with a little Bravo pop quiz today.
Okay.
So I'm going to be giving you 5 quotes.
And can I guess who they are?
Let me finish, but yes.
I have a problem. I do that all the time. Sorry, Jess.
Right, thank you.
Tone down.
But you need to tell me who said it. It's going to be very easy for you, obviously, because like, is there a quote that I can come up with that you wouldn't know the answer to? No, you're that obsessed.
I'm scared now that if I get one wrong.
You better not get one wrong. I'll be really disappointed. So first answer only, no deliberating whatsoever.
Okay.
No context clues are going to be provided to you. And no asking me what franchise it's from. You either know it or you don't.
Okay.
Fair?
Fair.
Okay, here we go. You will all see the truth.
Shining door.
Whoa! Shit. That was...
For a second, I'm like, I don't know it, but I was like, I know it.
For a second, you responded in like 3 milliseconds.
Yeah, no, my brain like went fast on that one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That was probably the hardest one for you because
Okay.
you're not an OC fan.
No, I'm not. Watch me get
Right.
the rest of it wrong. But
Oh,
yeah.
no. You're going to get the rest of them. No problem. No matter how many Chanels you borrow, you will never, ever be a lady.
Isn't that Faye Resnick?
That's right. Who's she saying that to?
Brandy.
Right. And remember, Yolanda was like,
How dare you say that?
I know.
I love Faye. I don't care what everyone says. I always wonder why she wasn't a housewife.
Ugh, I'm so happy she wasn't.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
I'm scared.
I love this one. No, you know it. I was awoken in the middle of the night by 2 male voices. One was Luann's.
Carol.
Yes.
on that trip.
On that trip.
With the pool, they went twice, so because on UGT they went on it too. It was with the pirate. When Luann hooked up with that guy.
No. You're confusing trips. This is not the
No?
Pirates of the Caribbean one. No.
Is that the uncool one?
Yes.
Okay, that's
This
the
is
one.
Don't Be All Like Uncool,
Uncool,
next
yeah.
morning. Yeah.
I knew she said that. Yeah.
You smell like hospital.
They're gonna say like onions. Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw said that. Oh, sorry, Mary Cosby. To Jen Shaw. Yeah.
Yes.
Oof, okay. Oof, that was a close one.
That was a close one,
But you know what? It's not like a memed out saying.
which is unfortunate.
Yeah, which is a good deep cut though for me. I'm happy you said that.
Thank you. Last one. You opened the door. We kicked it down and took the house and threw you out. You have been evicted, Vicky.
Portia. That was on this week's episode of UGT. Oh my God, yes.
Which brings us to
Mm-hmm.
episode 1. What did you think of it?
Okay, I'm going to say a side note. Michelle Obama, Megan Thee Stallion were literally having a conversation. I don't know what interview or what show they were on, and they were talking about Portia, the housewives, the traders. Like, women at that level are talking about this.
I love that.
Love that. Okay, back to it. Let's talk about the first episode. I was pleasantly surprised. I really had a good time. It was light, fun. I have a few things to say. Do you want me to get into it? Like, how did you think, like, first look?
I loved it.
Loved it.
I really, but like Portia, she puts the P in MVP
Okay. I'm
of
going
the
to say
episode. I was taking notes, because
Yeah.
field work,
Yeah.
and all of the things that I wrote down, it was only
Okay.
Portia that I was
how
writing.
did you feel about her comment about not having long nails anymore?
Oh, because she's in a relationship with a woman.
I
Yeah,
love that. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
those are growing pains that we all navigate.
But is it a thing? Yeah, really?
Well, yeah, of course.
It's so funny because online people, that scene was posted and commenters, but I don't get it. You have to spell it out. Anyways, I have a lot of thoughts. So first and foremost, Nene, loved seeing her. I was getting emotional. It was so nice. I truly wish that she was actually one of the full-time cast members on
For sure.
the show. It was just so like such a tease seeing the flashback. Giselle producing a lot, but loved it. She was really stirring a pot. She was doing her job. I loved it. She was funny. She was killing me. I will say though, Vicky, for me personally, was dragging a little bit. I like
Oh
when
my God.
when Teresa was going into her legal troubles, which she never ever talks about, and this is the first time where she was starting to mention it, and then Vicky talks about her TurboTax, and I'm like, girl, no. I was like, I want to hear what she has to say.
I'm sorry, but forget about tax fraud, forget about prison
Mortgage
time,
fraud, whatever she calls
mortgage
it.
fraud, whatever it was. Sorry, Vicky, like way to throw stones when you live in the biggest glass house ever.
Yeah.
Like how many marriages and divorces have you been through? Because I'm pretty sure that Teresa Giudice is only actually on her second marriage. And I'm not
Right.
saying that it's the best marriage, but like but there are a lot of mistakes that you have made and keep making, whereas Teresa,
Oh wait,
clearly,
and her children still speak to each other.
they do.
Her four girls
Teresa's
speak.
kids, of course.
Yeah.
But this is a woman who's opening up, and she's not alone in being not in the know or naive about the way in which her husband was spending money. I think a lot of women can relate to that.
Yeah. I love seeing Teresa out of her New Jersey crew. Like, I think she's a bit more quiet. She only speaks when spoken to, or like when she has to. Although her speaking is not like you as a linguistic queen, like it's cursive, and you know she takes a point. It's like me, I guess. It takes some time to get to the point. But I was really mad because I was want to know more. Do you think that she looks the most different from her first reunion?
Teresa?
Yeah. I think in that picture, she does look the most different, but I feel like Kyle changed a lot. I don't know
I was
about
going to say
me.
the same
Yeah.
thing.
I think
was
in
gonna
the
say the same thing.
pictures, yes. I'm going to go back to the Vicky thing, though. Like, even on the OC, I'm not watching, but I'm seeing online that she's dragging that show a little bit too. Seeing her twice a week is, whoa. Like,
Too much.
It's too much. I think they're going to shake up the season 20. How did you feel about the whole Tamra and Shannon drama?
Like, it's enough. We've been watching it for how many seasons now? 5, 6 seasons on the
Exactly.
OC. Let's not have that bleed into UGT also. But what pissed me off even more was the Slade and Gretchen shrine.
That didn't make no sense.
And that was another one where Portia was hilarious when she was like, girl, they still live in Orange County. You don't have to call upon their spirits. You could literally call them on the phone and invite them tonight. Like, let's all talk to them.
And that brings me to the whole... Sorry,
No, go ahead.
but like the whole point where there was a little bit of battle between who really lifted the Housewives and put them on the map. And I don't think OC did. I don't care what anyone says. They're not funny. They're not witty. They're not
funny.
quick.
They're funny to laugh at.
And at first they were wealthy, but that was supposed to be the show. That was how Housewives started, seeing people that like we can't relate to. But that doesn't matter anymore. It was really New York and Atlanta that really put the Housewives on the map. We saw like drunk women on TV or hilarious black women.
I do struggle with that also, as much as, yes, you're right. I do question
Yeah, I know you're going to go with this.
how much more production is allowing to show, or how much further they're willing to take it because they're black women. I'm always going to look at it from an equity lens. And it's like, why are we not seeing that kind of behavior exhibited from all of these white women franchises? It's not because they aren't exhibiting crazy behavior, but there is something to be said about the stereotypes that are associated with black women being angry or aggressive, and then trying to make
entertain.
Entertain, but then also fulfill that narrative. Again, the stories we tell ourselves. And so that's where I do struggle. And that's where I didn't want to watch Atlanta for a long time, because from like an ally perspective, I was like, I feel like they're being exploited, and I don't like that.
Honestly, back then, I wouldn't have thought of any of that.
But I mean, I'm so happy. And this is why I love UGT, because bringing them together, letting them come together and see, like, Portia, sorry.
Before you go ahead, I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the cast? Is there anyone that you would have swapped for? I think Lisa Barlow was perfect. I don't care what anyone says. I'm sure Heather, Whitney, and all them are pissed off, but I think Lisa Barlow was a good choice.
Yeah, my choice would have definitely been between Lisa Barlow or Heather Gay.
Yeah.
No, I'm really happy with the Lisa Barlow choice. I feel like her commentary, her perception of what's going on, and it's nice because I feel like Lisa Barlow has had such a polarized reputation.
Yeah.
And I've been someone who has been more like love to hate her.
Exactly. And that's why I think she's so fucking good. Because, like, I don't really agree with her. I think she's so superficial. And, like, I don't live that way. But I fucking think she's so
You
good
don't
for TV.
live that way?
Like, I don't need glam everywhere I go in the world. And, like, a 60K ring, all that.
You need a six-pack that you love to show. That is your glam. You go to the gym every day to make sure that your glam is on point.
Okay, sure. But at least I work for it.
Oh,
I mean, I guess she said the
wow.
same thing. Yeah.
There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah. But the point is that, like, I love her, but hate her, and it's great.
Right. Vicky
Is the
I
only
mean, you had no
option-
choice.
she's
You had no
the
choice.
You had no choice, but, like, I almost feel like Tamara would have been better.
Tamara wasn't an OG.
I
She
know,
wasn't on
but
season 1.
But I mean, Portia wasn't an OG either. She's on season 1. It could have
Okay,
been.
but then to my point, though, I said
No,
that. And you
but
were
I
like,
mean-
no, they have to be an OG. Candace wasn't an OG.
But Candace wouldn't make sense. She's not on it anymore. She hasn't been on, like, that nearly as long. Like, at least, like,
Okay.
you need, like, the impact. I'm saying.
Right, but when I first brought up Candace, I said, I know she's not on it anymore. And you're like, yeah, well, she's not even an OG. And then I was like, wait, they're not all OGs. And they were like, yeah, they are. Name another one that isn't an OG.
No, but, like, okay, you're fucking annoying right now. So, but if you had, like, a dream cast, is there anyone else that's, like, I'm not like a Mount Rushmore, it has to be 4, but is there any other people that you would have liked to see be like, oh, these are really housewives, like, martyrs?
I mean, of course. I don't even want to say it because I'm
scared.
embarrassed.
Wait.
No, I'm embarrassed by myself to even say it, but
I have no idea what you're going to say.
I mean, of course, there's a part of me that would have loved to see another OG New Yorker, perhaps.
Okay, don't be embarrassed by that.
No, but it's just because, like, the OG New Yorkers that I'm going to name are problematic. Like, I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't actually want Ramona to get more airtime, but she's messy as fuck and delusional, which would make for a great dynamic with these women. Bethany has just
Like, Bethany on these trips would be crazy TV.
right.
But I don't think you know, but Andy's done with her. And I'm done with her too. But I'm just saying, she tried to take down all of reality TV because she's such a crazy woman. But yeah, no, we're not going there. She's, like, awful now. But back if 10 years ago they had these shows, oh my God. Her on
Right,
a
like
girls trip
Luann
would.
wouldn't have been my first to a certain
Oh, we didn't
degree.
talk about Luann. I
Well-
think that she's grown on me so much.
She
as
has.
such an amazing housewife. Like, throughout New York, I thought she was always, like, B-level. But when you look at her arc, what she gave us, she's been to prison, she's been married, divorced. The whole Tom thing was amazing TV.
Amazing.
And
Well, and
she's
even
been-
on this episode, when
Yeah.
when Tamra, who's, doing the most, brings the guys in to I don't even remember what she brings them in for, but she brings hot guys in and everybody's like, what? Like, this is not the vibe. What are you doing right now? But Luann is like, finally. Oh, wow. Yeah, finally. And Giselle's like in her confessional, like, oh, Luann, like, she sees an attractive man and she's ready or whatever. And then Luann's like, yeah.
She's a gay man in a woman's body.
Literally, Giselle says to her, but you're not a virgin or something like that. And Luann's like, yeah, no surprise there, which is just so different from when she was the Count's wife.
Yes,
when
yeah.
you go back and you watch season 1, Luann, who's like, darling, oh, darling, oh,
You
darling.
didn't introduce me as a countess. Like,
Exactly,
It's
like-
Mrs. Lesseps
It's like
in the limo when Bethany
Mrs. It wasn't a limo. It was like a Toyota Camry. And it's her friend who, like, kind of drives her sometimes.
Bethany is like, what the fuck?
And he goes to
And then
shake
she
her
wrote a-
hand and she doesn't even take his hand.
And she wrote a book. And she wrote a book about,
Class with the Countess.
and now she's like the biggest hoe. I love it.
And she even makes the joke. She was like, we're all back. It's been 20 years. I could have never imagined us being here, how many mugshots we would have accumulated over the past 20 years. So, anyways, all this to say, like, wow, look, we've been talking about this for I don't even know how many minutes.
Let's shift gears. Let's get into the Valley reunion part 2.
The Valley reunion part 2, is it just me or Was it giving more than I thought it was going to give?
100%. I am shocked about what I saw. Let's go couple by couple.
Okay.
Kristen and Luke.
Oh, man.
That-
Luke.
I went into this reading thinking they were going to defend themselves and maybe we would like them a little bit more. But Luke?
No wonder Kristen's standing up for Danny so much. When Luke's your partner, of course you're going to defend Danny. Luke is quickly becoming...
One step below Danny.
Yeah, and he's sober, which is problematic because Danny's sober is...
Danny's sober?
When he's sober...
Oh,
is not such a problem. He's apologetic. He'll take accountability. He'll...
Ish.
Listen, for sure. But I... definitely have far more of an issue when he's Danny Darko. But Luke, it's like, holy shit, you're problematic sober.
Yeah, let's break it down a little bit. First, when Andy said, hey, you were supposed to be on Watch What Happens Live with your wife, and he declined it, saying, I'm only going to do it without her? Did he not
that's not what he
think
said. That's not what he... No, that's not what he said. He declined it because their babysitter fell through for Kaya. Luke was looking forward to having... a night away. And this I could honestly...
I don't think you have it right.
No, you don't have it right. And he even said it after. You need to get a babysitter backup plan because when their babysitter fell through, then Kristen was like, we're going to bring Kaya to New York. And then Luke was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not bringing her to New York because that's going to completely derail her sleep schedule. He was looking forward to having 1 or 2 nights just with Kristen and the baby being at home, following her regular programming. And that's where the disagreement was.
Okay. I thought Luke came off a little bit worse than that.
He did because when he made the decision, like, well, no, then we have to decline. That's not what Kristen wanted to do. She wanted to bring Kaya, and he was like, no, that's not what I want to do. And she felt like she was not being heard. And when it really upset her, he never listened to that. It was just like, it is what it is, and that's it.
Did you notice when Luke was like, hey, can I have a bit more makeup? Powder me?
Yes.
For someone who wants to leave California.
That was a red flag.
That was a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Danny and Nia, first of all, did you notice how small and petite Daddy looked on that couch? But do you think production did a burst piss? Because it seemed like where he was sitting was even more like low than the rest.
No, I think he's short, but that, like, I'm a short person, and yet I have, sadly for me, not only am I short, but to make matters worse, I have a very long torso and short legs. So when I'm sitting down, I can still appear to be not as short. Whereas I think for Danny, he's a short person who then also has a very short torso. So when he's sitting, he looks so teeny tiny. It's like, get the kid a booster seat, folks. Come on, help him out. Like remember back in the day at Pizza Hut, like put him up on the booster seat. Yeah. But I think that production was like, we're going to leave him low.
I don't think they like
him. He's a low-hanging fruit. We're going to leave him low-hanging on the couch.
Okay, so now Nia and Danny, how did you feel about them? I'm same thoughts since throughout the season. Like,
well, and even when Andy gives him an opportunity to apologize to Janet, and Nia's looking at him, and she's like, yes, you want to apologize. Like, you could see that she's kind of coaching him into doing that. Regardless of the situation, you should be apologizing. He was like, well, let him finish. Let him finish his thought. No, Nia, no.
I agree.
So,
but again, Nia is like still coaching him and the same dance. I want to go with the Jasmine thing when she said like it's not about the kids and all that. And I felt like I know where she was coming from. Her delivery was definitely off, but we can't keep using the same story that we have 4 kids, we're tired, we're gonna have our off nights. You don't act like that regardless, right?
Maybe Jasmine's initial delivery was not worded in the best way, but this was also the first time that she was actually speaking. So maybe it comes out a little bit, it came out a little bit sideways, and then you get all these
she's like stop. Yeah,
you get all these people's expressions of like, what do you mean you're not sleep deprived? And I'm the first one to advocate. We've said this before, and to Jasmine's point, I agree. Like, you
Yeah,
are
I do agree.
making me not want to have children.
But
if
I
I were
feel-
questioning having kids, like, your behavior and your rationale and your relationships and what you're going through is really painting me back into a corner of like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
babe, it's not worth it.
But I do think as people without kids, when you start going after people that do have kids, you have to be really careful because they're always going to throw it back at you. Like, you don't have kids, you won't understand. So you really have to like word it and approach it with a specific way so that your point can land.
For
And
sure.
I don't think she did it properly.
Right.
But I get what she was saying. We can't like the show in general doesn't make me want to have kids. Like, that's for sure. And I do know it's hard and it's not easy, and there are like some non-pretty phases of having kids, but Nia and Danny especially, where you're being aggressive because you have kids.
And yet, let's really look at it here, because if we look at the heteronormative conventional relationships in which fostered children, Jax and Brittany, who were married and had a child, Luke and Kristen, who fine are not married but have a child together and are engaged, Nia and Danny, who are married and have 4 children. These are the people that are making me not want to have kids. Whereas Lala, who is having children sans partner,
Now, yeah.
the way that she'll talk, like she said, Sosa's killing me, but the way that Lala talks about it actually makes me want to have kids. It doesn't come from a place of using them as an excuse. She's acknowledging that it's a lot of work and that it's very difficult work and that it's so validating and fulfilling and that she loves doing it. Same with Michelle. Michelle's going through a very rocky time.
I mean, like, sitting on a couch where your ex-husband is with his girlfriend and Andy's like, hey, do you want to tell each other you love each other? Like, in front of your ex-wife? Like, that's...
I'm sure that she doesn't give a shit about that. I'm sure the thing that she cares about...
But that's the beauty about reality TV, like, because this would not happen in real life.
Bah, whatever. And yet, like, bah, zero phased by that. Like, I really don't even think Michelle cares, not at all. I think what Michelle cares about is the fact that he's lying about his...
money. Yeah, for sure he's lying. Did you notice his makeup was, like, really prominent? Yeah, like,
That's
freckles.
why Luke was
and
Luke
stuff,
is like,
yeah.
I want the Jessie powder. I want the Jessie look.
I don't know. The men in general on that couch are, like, a lot.
GLP-1.
90%. 100%.
But even Janet and Jason, I don't hear them talking about being parents or why being parents are preventing them from having a good time or communicating properly. So to Jasmine's point, valid point nonetheless, like, these couples are problematic with or without children. They'd be having problems without kids. So kids is just a really easy thing to use.
Now, for next season, if it was between Janet and Jason and Danny and Nia, production-wise and personally-wise, where do you think they're going to go if they have to cancel one of them?
I mean, if you need to cancel one of them, like, you have to cancel Janet and Jason.
Okay.
Just because they're normal and boring.
Yeah, exactly. Jason is, like, way too boring. And unfortunately, like, the center story has always been about Danny and...
Right. Like,
yeah, like, production-wise, they're going to keep them, yeah.
I'm invested in Danny and Nia. I'm invested. I want to see that couple get a divorce.
And Crash, yeah. No, it's going to be really interesting. And honestly, Janet, like, kind of left most of the scenes that she was in this past season. So I feel like production is going to go with them. And I get it. I think for us, even long-term, we're going to enjoy watching those two demons more.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm excited for the third one because now they're insinuating that there was some drinking involved with Danny at the
Jasmine's
wedding.
wedding.
Yes, and you know what it's giving? It's like, remember Roni when Luann was sober and she was saying she was sober and everyone else was like Ramona was like,
You were
Sonia.
just at a party at the Hamptons and somebody had to carry you out of it. How sober were you, babe?
I get it. What you don't remember is God's way to say, don't worry about it.
Is it God's way of saying? I don't know if the Bible Belters would agree.
Well, that's by God. He says that. Don't worry about it.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that it's not one of those super anticlimactic cliffhangers
I
or to be
know.
continued where it's like nothing actually ends up coming from it. But it did get me invested. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, I didn't think I was going to be this excited to watch the third
Yeah.
one. But to lead to our next show, another cliffhanger ending.
House of Stassi.
House of Stassi ended on a to be continued that has me really excited about the next episode.
Okay, so let's talk about the last two. So we've had two new episodes that dropped since the last time we were here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still hooked. You?
Same. How are you feeling about the style?
I'm liking it. I get now what people are saying where they're always breaking the fourth fucking wall like constantly. I'm not that annoyed by it yet. I have a few things though to talk about. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Do you?
I thought it was hilarious that you did not realize that both sisters were named some version of Georgia. It's like,
Yeah, I thought they're the same. Okay, wait. Speaking of the sisters, I like their little feud. It's cute. How do you feel about, I don't know if you caught this, but I knew that Beau has his sister's name tattooed on him, but not Stassi. Okay. I would understand if Beau had all of these important women on his body, but just his sister, but not his wife. Having a sister is weird.
he didn't know he had this sister.
Still weird.
I mean, is it that weird? Like, I don't know. You find out that you have a half sister in your adulthood, and
Because she's Italian, she's like, you Americans suck. It's very clear that she's like, we
Not
eat
really.
like this, we do like this. And I get it. I would be the same way if I was European.
I disagree. I don't feel like she comes in with that energy at all. I feel like she's actually very humble and kind of just doing her thing and stirring the pot, but not in a way where she's even intentionally trying to stir the pot. She's just like, she's being authentic.
I'm sorry,
And
tattoo is weird though. I don't care what you say.
That's not what you asked me, though. Like, do I think the tattoo's weird? Sure, definitely.
What did I ask you then?
Having anybody's name on it. Well, you said, is it weird because he doesn't have his wife's name tattooed on it? I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, because I would
No.
say like if he had his sister's name tattooed and his wife, I'd be like, okay, he has all the important women in his life on his
whoa.
body.
Your sister's more important than your wife. Unpopular opinion. Sorry.
I don't agree on that.
You don't have to agree. I don't think that there's a right or wrong answer to that, but I don't.
I wouldn't have a tattoo in general, so for me, I don't get
Exactly.
tattoos.
Right. But
the
like,
point
Beau
is
has a
that-
bunch of tattoos. So he and his
but
sister
not
did a.
Stassi.
I understand, but like, is Stassi going to get Beau's name tattooed? Like, he and his sister did a thing together where it's like, okay, they got each other's names tattooed on them. It was like they had just found each other. It was kind of like, whatever. Is it weird? Sure. But can I get it? Totally. Is it something that I would do? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Now
what you
all
get
of-
it. Okay, other things. How do you feel about seeing Katie and Stassi scene? It makes me really happy.
I love it.
It brings me back to old BPR, and like I want to go back and watch it. Those were good times in like the life and the world. Like I feel like now everything's like burning and dying, but it brings me back to a happier time. So I'm like really happy to see them on TV, and I don't give a shit what Christina and the Leslie have to say about that.
Right. I mean, I understand Stassi being Stassi. You can only imagine how much shit she spoke to her best friends, Christina Kelly and Taylor, about Katie when they were not friends. So they are going to come into it from that very protective lens of, you hurt our girl and we're going to have our guard up. They're being good friends. The person who's kind of being low-key a bit of a shitty friend here is Stassi, because when she's with Katie, she's like, honestly, you didn't seek me out. I sought you
Yeah.
out to do this. And she's
And-
owning that with Katie, but how much did she really own that with her friends? Like,
They started filming without her and it wasn't clicking and it wasn't picking up. So now these two girls who were on the cast and it's like, okay, it's not working out, so let's bring in Katie, and they're like, fuck. Like, she's coming in to make the show possible. It's like a triple whammy.
you can see Katie's experience with reality TV come through in her interactions. It's like, okay, you guys are rookies here.
Bring in the experts.
Like, let's go. Like, come on, let's
Because
talk about it.
that scene was, she killed it. Like, Katie was like, That's not what I said, but yeah.
It's not what I said. And she remembered exactly what she did say. And it was so correct. And she was like, it wasn't even about you. It was really more about me and my friendship with Stassi and how, like, if I don't fit into one of these categories, then I feel like I don't matter to you. And that's how I felt. Like, it was no shade to you guys. It had nothing to do with you. So don't tell national TV that before you tell your friend. Have that conversation with her. See how she receives it, reacts to it, and tries to do better moving forward. Rather than just assume that she's aware of this and is choosing to continue with that same behavior. Like, that's not fair. You're not giving the person a fair chance at redemption, and I don't like that.
Anyways, I've been loving Katie on it. It's great.
I did like Rob. Okay, so
Rob,
I mean that turned very quickly for sure. Like, I think that kind
last
of
scene that we saw.
Yeah, when they're really getting into it, and then it goes to the confessional, and Stassi is like, "Okay, now we're getting somewhere." But clearly, Beau is so uncomfortable.
Do you think Beau wants to do this show?
I mean,
For his wife? I don't know, yeah.
Again, agency. He's a willing participant. Like, so, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, he wanted to do the show, because if he didn't want to do the show, he shouldn't have agreed to it.
No, yeah. But he knows, like...
Stassi doesn't like to hear that people are scared of her. She's upset that her sister Georgie is, like, telling everybody, and they're lesbian, about how she's so scared of her sister and whatever.
Speaking of which, I'm loving the bisexual representation on the show. I don't see that often, especially from women.
You see more bisexual representation among men?
No, but just on TV, it's always like about gays and men and all that. Like, I don't see.
I disagree.
Okay.
No, I disagree.
It's actually the first show there's no gay man. There's lesbians, there's bisexual women. Which is great.
For sure. We're going to switch up the token a little bit.
I didn't think it would be House of Stassi that would represent that.
Okay. And yet,
and Chriselle was on it too.
Chriselle, yeah, for sure. But I mean, I feel like even Katie has admitted to being fluid. We've definitely seen that. Whether or not then the person admits to being bisexual, perhaps not, but I do love that there is representation, especially among women. The conversation between Beau and Rob,
the hot brother, not brother, sorry. Hot Rob. Yeah.
But when he said, like, so what makes me immature? Like, he really gets triggered by that. That's the second time that Beau has made comments about his maturity or him being a man, him being an adult. And Rob's like, well, what makes me immature? The fact that I'm not married? Oh, okay, so are you saying that being married and having children is what makes a person mature, or is what makes a person an adult? And I really respected that comment and was like, yeah, good for you, Rob. Good for you. How do you feel about that?
No, like, I was getting emotional when he was like, hey, I look up to you. Like, do you think I don't want to get married and have kids? Like, I love your kids and all that. And I get it, especially like in today's society, man or woman, we're pushed to strive that the goal in life is to get married and have children. And without it, you're immature. You're not happy.
Selfish.
You're selfish. There's all kinds of
labels.
Things. Yeah, labels. And so I don't think sometimes that people that have kids in a relationship get what the other side is going through. And we always have to cater to them and being like, oh, you're so mean. You don't get it. We have kids. I'm like, but what do you think we're going through? You know what I mean? You're doing something that like we're supposed to be doing. And if we don't, we look like idiots. We will never understand. We're not tied. We don't have this. We don't do that. Like, it's like.
And it's almost like our needs and our hardships, obstacles, struggles, whatever, are not necessarily taken into consideration.
Yeah, it was a good scene. And it was an episode that, like, I feel like it's funny because the production was, Beau didn't want to get through it, but Stassi was like, I'm going to make sure this happens. She fucking poked the bears, and she did a good job at it.
She did do a good job, but then I think it backfired a little bit when Beau was like...
I won't say backfire because she's probably like, no, I'm happy this happened. I'll take a bit of
for sure
heat.
In the grand scheme of things, but she was also like, okay, the goal of me fighting for this show was not to bring our marital issues to the surface, and I feel like that's what's happening.
I think she knows that her marital issues needed to come up because that will make good TV. She's not stupid, girl. Okay, in the end, I'm so fucking excited for the rest of it. I've seen a lot of chatter online. I can't wait to be able to really give my whole opinion. Apparently, the last episode is like a big ass blowout.
Is there only one episode left?
No. We're at 4. I think there's 8, so we're halfway through.
Okay.
And I think there's gonna be a big blowout dinner apparently at the end. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm enjoying the show. I'm really happy. I'm pretty sure there's a second season. I hope that they like moving forward don't have to break the fourth wall anymore because we get it. We're filming a show. We're good.
But I feel like that's so embedded into the DNA of the show.
I guess, yeah. But I do want to know when they're like, okay, well, the production told me to say this, so like I'll say it. I don't mind it.
Christina Kelly. Until production tells me that I have to have this conversation, and then fast forward to Stassi, you need to have this conversation at the table.
But you know what? It's the messiest that Christina has ever been. On Vanderpump, she was very like on the side. I heard that she was supposed to be one of the OGs, but she backed out because back then being on reality TV was not a hot thing, and she wanted to be an actress, and her husband was in like the Hollywood world, so she declined it, didn't want to ruin her reputation. So I don't know if she would have been cut for it anyway. So
for reality TV, no, clearly not. I'm excited for next episode when we cover the finale of the Valley reunion and more of House of Stassi and more of UGT. Like I'm excited with Bravo where it's at right now. And
speaking of Bravo, though, for all of you who are watching Next Gen NYC, also had a to be continued, and I'm actually so excited to see what happens with Ariana and Charlie. For all of you who are listening, yeah.
Cool.
Kim Zolciak's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyways, the floor is yours.
So I do, of course, we have come to more or less the end of the episode. So, I mean, who would I be if not to finish it off with a new game, another game that David will likely not understand.
I love when she grills me with these questions.
Okay, so this one is called Unbothered, Unlearning, or Unhinged.
Triple U.
There we go. I'm going to give you either a behavior, a belief, or a situation, and you have to decide what kind of energy it brings. Unbothered energy, which is essentially keep doing it, no notes, protect your peace. Is it unlearning energy, which is, okay, we may have normalized this, but perhaps it's time to unpack it a little bit. Okay. Or unhinged. There's no growth opportunity here whatsoever, but like I need an explanation right now. So you have 37 unread text messages and feel absolutely no urgency to answer any of them.
Bothered.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that's not me.
No,
but I do feel for people that their brain works differently.
Well, I mean, it's not me either. I have the 37 unread messages, but I don't fall into the having no urgency. If anything, like the task paralysis gets to me and I'm like, oh God, I'm never going to get back to this. This is bad.
I'm so proud of myself. I got that. I got it. I got
Good
the
job.
game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have been mortal enemies with someone for a significant period of time. Neither of you can accurately explain what originally started the feud.
I actually love that. I love that. So I'm unbothered by that. If we don't remember what happened, let's move on. The thing why I don't say it's unlearning is because I've already unlearned it if I don't remember it. Yeah.
No, that's not what unlearning is. No. Because unlearning requires a certain level of processing.
But the process happened if I don't really like care anymore.
Right. Okay. You're watching TikToks on your phone in public. Full volume, no headphones.
Unlearning. Unhinged.
That is unhinged behavior.
I think it's both. It's unhinged, and we have to learn to not do that anymore.
People should know when I'm sitting somewhere and it's quiet, I'm finally out in public, and I have to listen to some person's FaceTime call at the table behind me. I'm like, are you unhinged? Okay, every single person you've ever dated is, according to you, a narcissist.
Unlearning.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because it's like, are they? If you meet 2 assholes in a day, then maybe you're the asshole.
Yeah, clock is right twice a day.
Exact. Okay, cool. A housewife behaves terribly, watches herself back, gets confronted at the reunion, and responds, "That's just who I am."
That's hard. Unbothered?
Why unbothered?
It's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm on TV, bitch.
Someone doesn't like you. You know they don't like you. You make absolutely no effort to change their mind.
Unbothered.
I know.
Is that the wrong answer?
No, that's the right answer.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And like you are unbothered. You don't even have time to notice or care. Okay, last one. You've been on reality television for 15 years and still say, "I forgot the cameras were even there."
I fucking love that line. Unbothered. I feel like Stassi says that all the time.
Yeah, sure. And maybe that's why she needs to break the fourth wall. Maybe that's why she needs the whole production set, because she's like,
Be like, you're on a
otherwise I
show.
just forget the cameras are even here. What about her feeling so guilty when she's having drinks with Katie and she says, "Fuck those kids." She's talking about her own children. She's like, "I feel so bad that I said that."
I love when she was like, Kristen Kelly's like, "I'm so addicted to coffee. I think about it every day." And it's just like, that's how I feel about rosé.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I wish my addiction was to coffee.
God, my life would be so much easier if it were.
I wouldn't sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, this has been fun.
This has been so fucking fun.
This has been a lot of fun. And remind me to tell you next episode. I don't know what, actually.
I don't know. We're going to recap next week the next few episodes of House of Stassi, Housewives 20th anniversary. That's coming out this weekend, so I'm excited
I'm
to
going to
see
try
where
to watch
that goes.
the OC. I'm
Yeah,
going to try to watch.
Pop in, let me know what's going on. Is there something else? Oh yeah, next gen I'm going to keep watching, let you guys know.
The finale of The Valley. Have you been watching Below Deck?
Yes, it's so good.
I feel like we need to get into that a little bit.
Oh my god, there's just
Okay, so I'm going
much.
to remind you next episode to talk to me
Yeah.
a little bit more about Below Deck, because I really do want to get into it. I'm just like waiting for a reason.
Well, this was fun again, as
This was
always.
fun. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on our socials. Remind me to tell you pod.
Both
and we'll see
TikTok
you.
and Instagram, yeah.
That's right. And we'll see you next episode. Site unknown.
Yes,
Stay
I don't
tuned.
know.
We don't even know where we're going to
Surprise
be.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
love
see
you
you
guys.
then.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks
ciao,
for
ciao.
listening.